What's up everybody? Welcome to another new video on the channel that I hope you guys will enjoy. Today Simkl Anime is going to be recommending the best anime series of all time. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos. Also, there's a link in the description to Simkl's website with all the new and upcoming anime info and our Discord server so you can enjoy the channel even further. Without any more time wasted, let's kick off this list. In 20th place is Code Geass. Japan has been invaded and conquered by the Britannian Empire. Japan is now known as Area 11, and its citizens are known as 11s. The Britannian Empire takes away Japan's autonomous power and imposes its rule through the use of nightmares. The Empire's rule has never faltered, but cracks have begun to show. The Britannian youth, Lelouch, received a special power from a mysterious girl, Geass, an absolute power which allows the user to give orders to anyone. Lelouch decided to plan the destruction of the Britannian Empire by using this as a weapon. His goals are to take revenge for his mother and to create a world in which his little sister, Nunnally, could live in peace, all while knowing that what lies ahead is his father, the Emperor of Britannia.
気に入ったか？私が与えた力。
世界はもっと大きな混乱に叩き込まれる。
ギアス一つで戦うにはあまりに大きく強い相手だ。
強ければいいのか。
世界でただ一つのナイトメアが君を待っている。俺が変わるよ。君の世界。受け入れてもらうにはまだ足りないんですね。だから僕は価値のある国に変えるんだ。ブリタニアの中から。
Number 19. Haikyuu. A chance event triggered Hinata Xiaoyu's love for volleyball. His club had no members, but somehow persevered and finally made it into its very first and final regular match of middle school, where it was steamrollered by Kajama Tobio, a superstar player known as the king of the court. Vowing revenge, Xiaoyu applied to the Karasuno High School Volleyball Club, only to come face-to-face with his hated rival, Tobio. Number 18. Fullmetal Alchemist. There exist those with special abilities to manipulate objects and transform them into other objects called the alchemists. However, this manipulation process comes at a price, since the basic alchemy rules state that something with equivalent value is needed to perform the manipulation. The renowned alchemist Edward Elric loses his little brother Alphonse in an accident. Edward manages to contain his brother's soul in a large piece of armor suit. But by doing so, Edward loses his arm and leg, and so the brothers set out on a perilous journey to regain their original bodies. Number 17. Akame ga Kill. Tatsumi is a self-acknowledged country bumpkin who is nonetheless a well-trained fighter. He and two companions leave their remote village to head to the imperial city to find a way to relieve their friends and family from ruinous taxation imposed by the authorities. Yet the imperial city is filled with unimaginable amounts of corruption and evil from supernatural sources. Tatsumi is immediately swindled after reaching the city and nearly loses everything soon after, but finds himself allied with an unlikely group of assassins. Number 16. Your Lie in April. Arima Kusei is a former child prodigy who lost his ability to play the piano when his mother died. His daily life is monochrome, but it begins to gain color when he meets a female violinist by chance. Miyazono Kaori is an audacious go-getter who is overflowing with personality. Enchanted by the girl, Kusei starts to move forward with his own legs at the age of 14. Number 15. The Devil is a part-timer. In another dimension, the Devil King Sadao is only one step away from conquering the world when he is beaten by hero Emilia and forced to drift to the other world, modern-day Tokyo. As conquering the world are the only skills the Devil King possesses and are obviously unnecessary in his new situation. He must work as a freighter to pay for his living expenses.
Who'd think a Demon King would work at McDonald's, right?
Like you're one to talk, little miss. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
Number 14. Code Geass. Lelouch of the Rebellion R2. It's been 1 year since the failure of the Black Rebellion and the supposed death of Zero. Britannia has assigned Area 11 a correctional education status, where 11s are made an example of by brute force to try to prevent any future uprisings and suppress rebellious thoughts. Unsuspecting high school student Lelouch, oblivious to his rebellious past as Zero, stumbles upon a scheme on his life and the life of a mysterious woman known as CC, who reveals to him his forgotten purpose and his true self, destroying his assailants and declaring himself Zero once again. Lelouch sets out to finish what he started. Number 13, No Game, No Life. Sora and Shiro, a brother and sister whose reputations as brilliant neat, not in education, employment, or training. Hikikomori, shut in. Gamers have spawned urban legends all over the internet. These two gamers even consider the real world as just another crappy game. One day, they are summoned by a boy named Tito to an alternate world where he is the god. There, Tito has prohibited war and declared this to be a world where everything is decided by games, even national borders. Humanity has been driven back into one remaining city by the other races. Will Sora and Shiro, the good-for-nothing brother and sister, become the saviors of humanity on this alternate world? Well, let's start play. Number 12. Naruto closely follows the life of a boy who is feared and detested by the villagers of the Hidden Leaf village of Konoha. The distrust of the boy has little to do with the boy, but it's what's inside him that causes anxiety. Long before Naruto came to be, a Kyuubi, demon fox, with great fury and power waged war taking many lives. The battle ensued for a long time until a man known as the Fourth Hokage, Yondaime, the strongest ninja in Konoha, fiercely fought the Kyuubi. The fight was soon won by Yondaime as he sealed the evil demon in a human body. Thus the boy, Naruto, was born. As Naruto grows, he decides to become the strongest ninja in Konoha in an effort to show everyone that he is not as they perceive him to be, but is a human being worthy of love and admiration. But the road to becoming Hokage, the title for the strongest ninja in Konoha, is a long and arduous one. It is a path filled with betrayal, pain, and loss. But with hard work, Naruto may achieve Hokage. Number 10. Noragami. The world consists of two parts, the near shore and far shore. The near shore is the place where people reside, while the far shore is the place for deities and ayakashi, which are emotional fragments that can possess humans and cause trouble. So it is a deity's responsibility to remove those ayakashi from the near shore with the help of weapons called shinki, made from the spirits of dead people. Yato is a minor deity of war without a shrine. Together with his shinki, Tamon, he runs a delivery wish-granting service, granting wishes for only 5 yen.
That's right, I'm fast and affordable. Call anytime, ladies.
Number 9. Parasite, the Maxim. 17-year-old Izumi Shinichi lives with his mother and father in a quiet neighborhood in Tokyo. One night, worm-like parasitic aliens invade Earth, taking over the brains of human hosts by entering through their ears or noses. One such parasite attempts to crawl into Shinichi's ear while he sleeps, but fails since he is wearing headphones. It enters his body by burrowing into his arm instead, taking over his right hand, and eventually receiving the name Migi from him. As they encounter other hosts to these parasites, they capitalize on their strange situation and gradually form a strong bond, working together to survive. This gives them an edge in battling the other aliens, who have taken over their human hosts' brains and attack the pair upon realizing that Shin Ikai's human brain is still intact. Shin Ikai feels compelled to fight the other parasites, who devour humans as food, and he enlists Migi's help to that end.
なんだか聞いても驚かなくなってしまったわ。
殺されたのは母親と娘。
やっぱりミギーの仲間たちか。
間違いないな。人間に宿った者は人間を食う。共食い専門というわけだ。
Number 8. Attack on Titan. Several hundred years ago, humans were nearly exterminated by Titans. Titans are typically several stories tall, seem to have no intelligence, devour human beings, and, worst of all, seem to do it for the pleasure rather than as a food source. A small percentage of humanity survived by walling themselves in a city protected by extremely high walls, even taller than the biggest of titans. Flash forward to the present, and the city has not seen a titan in over 100 years. Teenage boy Iren and his foster sister Mikasa witness something horrific as the city walls are destroyed by a super titan that appears out of thin air. As the smaller titans flood the city, the two kids watch in horror as their mother is eaten alive. Iren vows that he will murder every single titan and take revenge for all of mankind. Number 7. One Piece. It was a time when pirates ruled the seas. Several bands of pirates were battling over the great hidden treasure, One Piece, which was left by the now legendary pirate captain, Gold Roger. There was a young boy who admired the pirates. His name was Monkey D. Luffy. One day, he mistakenly eats the devil's fruit and turns himself into a rubber human being. 10 years have passed since that incident. Luffy sets out to sail all alone. He sets out to become a great pirate captain, and that's when his great adventure begins. I'm going to be the pirate king. I'm going to get One Piece. Number 6. Assassination Classroom. One day, the moon exploded, leaving it in a perpetual crescent moon shape. The creature who claims responsibility for the destruction also claims it will destroy the world in March of next year. With powers beyond human comprehension, no military can stand against it. Yet, for some reason, it chooses to take up occupancy as a teacher in the worst class of Kanyujigyaka Middle School. The fate of the world rests in the hands of its students, as they have until graduation to figure out how to murder their teacher and collect 10 billion yen for saving the world. Number 5. The 7 Deadly Sins. When they were accused of trying to overthrow the monarchy, the feared warriors, the 7 Deadly Sins, were sent into exile. Princess Elizabeth discovers the truth. The sins were framed by the king's guard, the Holy Knights, too late to prevent them from assassinating her father and seizing the throne. Now the princess is on the run, seeking the sins to help her reclaim the kingdom. But the first sin she meets, Meliodas, is a little innkeeper with a talking pig. He doesn't even have a real sword. Have the legends of the sin's strength been exaggerated? Number 4. Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo is haunted by mysterious ghouls who are devouring humans. People are gripped by the fear of these ghouls whose identities are masked in mystery. An ordinary college student named Kenki encounters Rise, a girl who is an avid reader like he is, at the cafe he frequents. Little does Kenki realize that his fate will change overnight.
Doesn't feel real. I'm different somehow.
All that matters is you are still you.
What's up, Kaneki? You feeling any better?
Number 3. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Two brothers lose their mother to an incurable disease. With the power of alchemy, they use taboo knowledge to resurrect her. The process fails, and as a toll for using this type of alchemy, the older brother, Edward Elric, loses his left leg while the younger brother, Alphonse Elric, loses his entire body. To save his brother, Edward sacrifices his right arm and is able to affix his brother's soul to a suit of armor. With the help of a family friend, Edward receives metal limbs, automail, to replace his lost ones. With that, Edward vows to search for the Philosopher's Stone to return the brothers to their original bodies, even if it means becoming a state alchemist, one who uses their alchemy for the military. Number 2. Naruto Shippuden, the second incarnation of the very popular Naruto anime. It covers part 2 of the manga storyline, which takes place 2 years after part 1. The anime chronology differs from the manga as the Shippuden series happens 2.5 years after the end of the first Naruto series. The story revolves mainly around Uzumaki Naruto's and Haruno Sakura's new adventures and their search for Uchiha Sasuke after he left Konohagakure, Leaf Village, to gain Orochimaru's power. The plot also shows a more active Akatsuki in their quest for obtaining all the tailed beasts. After his failed attempt to retrieve Sasuke, Naruto learns that circumstances have granted him slightly less than 3 years to prepare for a confrontation with Orochimaru, who has to wait that much time before he can transfer into Sasuke's body. Naruto also must prepare for his eventual confrontation with Akatsuki, who are after the demon sealed within him. And finally, number 1 on our list is Hunter x Hunter. Gon's father, long believed to be dead, is still alive and was once one of the greatest hunters in existence. Gon believes he will be able to meet his father once he himself becomes a hunter. However, before he can become one, he has to pass the hunter exam. Refusing to give up, Gon manages to reach the hunter exam, all the while keeping his innocent attitude. Throughout many of the tasks and trials of the hunter exam, Gon manages to make many unique friends. Kurapika, a sole survivor of his clan seeking revenge, Lirio, who wants to become a doctor, and Killua, a member of an infamous assassin family, all eventually join up with Gon in hopes of passing the exam together. Each of them has their own reasons for taking the exam. It will be no easy task, as the tasks and trials in the exam are not easy. Aside from that, Gon and his friends also have to watch out for killers participating in the exam.
Tell me